what we're talking about now is that probably these like heuristic-based AI verticals that are tailored to a specific vertical, they will be better in the short term. So they will win the market first. But then eventually, better models will come out. And these better models will require very few lines of code to make a product out of them. But they will be better because of the reasons that we talked about earlier. And then these verticals that won the market first find themselves in like competition with a better solution, but they already have the market. And then the question is, will they retain the market share that they got from the initial lead? We touched a bit about like data before, that could be a moat. But what kind of data? What is the, what type of data would be valuable in this scenario?
Yeah, obviously data that you can't get anywhere else. Maybe that's like self-explanatory. I think I haven't maybe thought that much about like what specific types of data, more than like you need data that's definitely needed to get a high performance on your task. I think it will really depend, but like any data that companies have today that sort of builds their moat a bit, that will continue to be valuable. What do you think?
I think most data actually is not a moat here, because I think that the agents will have autonomy, so they can find the data themselves. You don't need to feed them all of this data. They can navigate to the place where they can find the data. The only data that will be truly a moat is if there's something that is like locked up by regulation, or like, I don't know, maybe you collect the data set at some like very rare event. Maybe there was like you're a biologist or something, and there's like a full moon, or like there's a lunar eclipse every 20 years, and you can only collect this data during this very specific lunar eclipse or something like that. And then you're the only person with the data. In that scenario, it doesn't help that you have like 100,000 AI agents that can just collect or like navigate a bunch of different websites to find data. You are the only one with the data. Maybe it's hard to see how such a data set would be like super required to do the task that you're trying to do. But I think you can find scenarios like that. But I think they will be rare, very rare. But in the very niche scenarios, that data will be extremely valuable, because it will be like the only thing that stands between you and the AI vertical, AI horizontal. And in that case, I think like the value of your company will be equal to the value of that data. You could probably you will probably get a lot of acquisition offers to sell the data.
I wonder how, like, if you can't continually like get new data, like how sustainable of a business is it just to sell, like, is it like you sell one product and never create something new? Like you probably need some data collection, I think, to stay relevant in the long term.